It's the tone of the
good.
governor that
Yeah.
always gets me. The way he talks, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, it's not a hero there because it's costing each and every person that has lent money, that has to pay back anything that they have lent. So
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Look, I think a lot of people have welcomed it. The
Mm.
economists had predicted that, but of course, I mean, the inflation is still a problem.
Yeah, it is.
And the petrol going up, I think there is a possibility that petrol might go up
Yeah,
again.
them. Yeah.
So in October, which means that
Mm.
prices will keep going up, irrespective of whether
Interest rate
yeah.
remains or not.
And
Yes.
that's the main problem. For me, I think we need to get someone where the subject we always discuss
Mm.
the targeting of inflation as the monetary
Yes.
policy of the Reserve Bank.
Mm.
So it's
Mm.
something that really a lot of people I know. I mean, the likes of SAFTU, Zwelinzima Vavi,
Yes.
a lot of unions hate that particular
Mm.
subject.
Mm.
But
Mm.
yeah, it's something that I think
Yeah.
one of my favorite economists
Yes.
who always discuss Utu Makubule.
Mm-hmm.
I like his stance on this issue of the monetary policy as it stands at the
Mm.
moment.
Mm. Mm.
And I think I'd like to have him one day so that we can
Yeah.
touch on this
Mm.
particular subject, because it's something that really, for me, it really, yeah.
Yeah. No,
I don't
it's
understand the guy, but yeah.
no, me too. I don't like the minute I hear his voice, I just shut down. Whether it's going up,
Yeah,
remaining,
yeah,
or
yeah.
yeah, it's just there's so many things that needs to be broken down into how they get to those decisions,
Yeah.
given the
And
economy in the
apparently, two
country.
guys who were for that it must
Mm.
be up by 25 basis point.
Yes.
So three guys then voted for it to remain, because most there's
I
five
mean,
guys here.
yes,
Yeah.
but those two, what is going through their minds?
I don't
Like, come
know.
on.
I don't know, Spock. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, moving right along.
Yeah.
And then the correctional services, with regards to, there were news reports that said Oscar Pistorius was eligible for a parole 6 months ago. So the Correctional Services Department has dismissed that. Apparently, there was confusion in terms of when he went to jail and when his sentencing started. So there was that. Apparently that misunderstanding allegedly. So basically the six
He's
months
still
parole, yeah,
inside.
he's still inside,
Okay.
yes.
And we know also, I mean, we were not here last week, but we would
Mm.
have discussed the passing of
Rivastian,
Peristian Camp,
yeah,
yeah,
stead, yes.
father of,
Mm.
so, and
It's
apparently,
painful.
yeah, the funeral apparently went well and so forth.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
and last week, I mean, one of the big things that happened last week,
Yes,
Kachabutelezi,
Kachabutelezi. It was quite a
yeah,
big funeral, actually.
yeah, it was a big funeral,
Mm.
but also, I mean, we know that Monty Makanya wrote, against this that other week,
Mm.
and last week as well. There was a lot of contestations, and I think that will go on for quite some
Of
time.
course.
Even the president of the Inkatha Freedom Party
Mm.
went on a rampage, sort of, saying don't understand why people, decide to criticize or look on the one side of men, and whereas there's another side. But yeah, it's a
Yes.
big thing. I think it's
No,
an
it
ongoing
is.
debate.
Yeah, no, it's an ongoing debate because at the end of the day, when you're someone who was a political figure back in the old days and then onto the new democracy, obviously things are going to follow you whether you like to admit it or not. So, yeah.
Yeah, his legacy
Yeah.
remains tainted. A lot of people
Mm.
feel like this man didn't fight for us. There's blood in his hands and all of that.
Yes,
So
and
yeah.
they kept on saying he went down with the secrets to his grave, so there'll never be answers to
Yeah.
things that,
Yeah.
questions that were put to him
Mm.
on certain incidents that took place in the past. And then there's an outbreak of avian flu, which is known as bird flu.
They're
So,
saying chickens are dying like flies.
yes, millions have been culled. Yeah.
Wow.
So basically, we are going to see a rise in the price of chicken because
Mm.
even chicken is expensive, like right now.
Yeah.
So
So
news reports are projecting that
most specifically, though,
Mm.
chicken that's expensive is Nando's. Nando's is very expensive.
No, but even chicken pieces. But there is a place
Yeah.
that I go to get it for a good price.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah. So there is a projection that there is going to be a shortage of poultry, be it chicken or be it eggs. So we must be on the lookout for that. And then there's an investment in the auto industry in the Eastern Cape. There's quite a few brands that will be investing here. Alfa Romeo is one of them.
What you mean? Something that gets is got
You
to be
haven't
discussed.
heard. You haven't heard.
No.
Oh
What
my
does that mean?
goodness.
What does that
Okay.
mean?
All
Are
right.
they opening a factory? Because that's what we want to hear.
Yes, manufacturing. Yeah,
Manufacture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's it's Stellantis brands, which is Maserati, Fiat, Alfa Romeo. You've got your Peugeot, you've got Citroen, and apparently there's quite a few that are also coming to the Eastern Cape.
To
However,
manufacture.
yes,
No.
no,
I don't
wait,
believe
but
this, yeah.
they say they will now be assembled in the Eastern Cape, expected to create 1,800 direct jobs, excluding construction of the plant.
Okay. We'll hear
So
it
that will be
again.
unveiled in the investment
su-
conference
yeah.
that is coming up on the 29th. Here
No,
in
no, I
East
must go
London.
to the summit. I'll hear it there.
Yes.
I don't believe it. Yeah.
But it will be based
No,
in
it will be
yeah.
great though. I mean, look, one of the most problematic things
Mm.
at the moment with me also understanding that space is the fact that we have one sort of major
Yes,
factory here
yes,
is
yes.
problematic. For instance, I mean, look at this week. This week is shut down.
Mm.
So meaning all the people that work in that space with MBSA, they are not going to be working for this week.
No.
You know, and so no work, no pay
Okay.
for some of them.
Mm.
So there is no competition. But also one of the things they continue to say,
Mm.
they speak around the issue of the harbor. You know, Transnet needs to expand this in order for them to actually have a free flow. So yeah, I think one of these days we'll go a little bit deeper into that, the economics of the Eastern Cape.
Yes.
As far as MBSA is concerned,
Yeah.
there's quite a lot that's happened. The fact that also, I mean, the road was done. Apparently, it was
Yes, MBSA
at
that
their
pushed,
behest,
yeah.
that road must be done, which is
Yes.
very nice, by the way.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's
yeah.
such a breeze to go to the airport, whether it's
But
rush hour or not.
accidents, though, also
No,
are
of
coming
course.
with it.
No,
I mean,
definitely,
there was an accident
definitely.
this week there.
Yeah.
So yeah, what else you got?
Okay, and last, the Communication and Digital Technologies Minister, Mondli Ngongobele, there was that issue for grants that were not paid on time. So apparently
resignations of the board as well.
yes. So Postbank,
600,000 people were not paid.
They were not paid. I remember on those dates when I went to Pick n Pay, and people were so angry, and they're like, "No, we want our money." And I was like, "Okay, what happened?" Because I wasn't aware that there was an issue with the non-payments.
Yeah.
So yeah, but apparently they have rectified that issue, and they have made sure that October, everyone will be paid on the dates that they're supposed to be paid.
But there's also been, when I spoke on this subject, some of, I think, Black Sash, they are pushing for people to actually open bank accounts and then take that to SASSA so that they don't have to have this problem. Because we know that there are new guys that have been signed in to actually issue these, which is a problem. The same thing that happened with the NSFAS. There's been new
service
issues.
providers.
So those problems, they continue to persist, and they're becoming a problem for the the people who are beneficiaries at the end of the day.
Yeah, because I think they should give people options to pay, to receive their money through their bank accounts and not. But anyway, obviously there's money to be made somehow. And
Grand theft law. Did you see this?
I did see that. I scanned through it. Apparently there's some locomotive that went to
Ghost trains.
Ghost trains.
I mean, this, for me, it's kind of scary when you read through these sort of newspapers on Sundays where you find the heavy things that are happening. Of course, I mean, what happens is that, particularly around the ESCOM issue, because this is coal here that these guys are stealing. So what is said there is that there would be an order maybe of about 4 trains, that will be filled with coal, but only 3 arrive.
2.
In some instances, 3. In some instances, 2.
Not
then the other
full
trains,
haul.
not the full haul. And then the other trains disappear because they get redirected to elsewhere. Sometimes even the trucks, you know, that are delivering. So it's all of this is happening around Limpopo and Mpumalanga, you know.
Yes.
So that's why then we are in the situation that we're in.
But who's
with load
supposed to
shedding.
monitor that? Because surely there has to be some quality monitoring assurance that is happening to make sure those things like they get delivered. Obviously, whoever is behind it has people in the different parts of the value chain that are
definitely.
making sure that, you know, whatever shenanigans that are happening, they don't get, you know.
Transnet employees and partners in crime net 50 million.
In
50 million
kickbacks.
kickbacks. So that's the type of an environment that we are in, and you know, you kind of you find yourself thinking, what is happening, you know, and we appreciate some of the you know, arrests and all of those things, but it don't seem to me that we are going to be able to get around these things quickly and fast enough.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that you can't do a complete overhaul and put the right people, because surely there has to be some sort of consequence management whereby people will really, really, really turn around and do the right thing, because whatever they're doing is affecting everyone in the country.
Yeah. So yeah, what was the last one?
Oh, it was the communications one. Oh, that okay. There was it's more okay. Basetsana and Romeo Khumalo.
Oh yeah, yes. The Twitter thing.
The Twitter thing.
Yeah,
the Twitter thing.
Or the X thing, you know, as they say.
Yes.
So that that suit. So Patricia who's this girl? What's her name?
Is it Faith Pamotse?
Yeah, Pamotse.
Yes.
Yeah, Pamotse. So is now sort of waiting for sentencing in that matter. A lot of people were happy for Basetsane and her husband for winning that particular case, but I think that case is actually going to be a precedent,
of course,
for a lot of other cases to come, where people now would actually, they may face jail time, depending on whether or not that happens at the end of the day. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens on the sentencing. But maybe guys,
it will limit bullies, you know, the bullying that happens on social media.
I think, guys, I mean, it goes without saying that people need to stop this. You guys need to stop. And some of the people are older than you guys. I mean, you gotta respect.
And they've got children. No, even also, when you know, spread rumors like that, there are children involved. And kids can be cruel towards each other. So exactly, and you don't know how, you know, the kind of impact it has on the family. You can't just be running a rumor and not think, how is, like, what is the objective or the motive? What do you want to see at the end? You know? Yeah. So
guys, and then the Boks lost yesterday. So we've already spoken about that. But we are looking forward to the next. And Kaizer Chiefs lost, but. I'm not even
glad that I didn't watch.
I'm not even gonna go deep in that one. So guys, the time is 3:55 p.m. and we are about to listen to some music, and then we get to the Rise Mzansi interview. This is the big one, guys. Everyone, I'm sure, is waiting to hear what is the Rise Mzansi bringing in the elections.
Yes, what do they have to offer?
So we know that there's a lot of gymnastics at the moment. I'm sure manifestos, there's a lot of things that are happening out there. People are looking forward to next year, and so are we as voters. I'm not sure where I'm standing at the moment, but we're looking forward to next year. So we will do some quick music, and then at 4 p.m. we will start with our interview.
Yeah.